Hey, Amelia! Yes, that is my name. We're going to try to solve this puzzle. Let me go through this conversation here. So there are 3 types of R. Let's take a look at the gas R. What do you think about this gas R? I think it's going to be inside the balloons. Just like we saw at Fine Park, right? Right? So the balloons are probably a good place to search for the gas R. So many balloons. Which one has R? I think we can narrow it down, focusing on certain areas. Okay, so what about the liquid R? Okay, what do you think about the liquid R? Well, maybe it has something to do with the treats that are given to the Pokemon. Remember? Remember at PCL, Carlos said you could mix R into food in liquid form? That made it super strong? Because that way they could have multiple types of R at once? Yeah. What about this capsule stuff? I don't know about the capsule R. Yeah, let's forget about it for now. Let's forget about it for now. Let's just focus on the other 2 types of R. Okay, so this should not be too difficult. First, let's tackle those treats. So we know the treats are in the food area, right? So let's search the food area, see if we can find that suspicious R in the food area. Then we'll look for those balloons. Yeah, I don't see any balloons, which would be really good for distributing R. Okay. Pikachu, what about here? This shop may contain R. It looks suspicious. Let's have, it checked. You smell it? Yeah, we did it, Pikachu. Yeah. So the empty food booth was a cover for R. That's why nobody's there selling stuff at that food booth. Hey, Tim, I heard you mention R? Who's this gentleman, Tim? Oh, Roger Clifford. He works at GNN. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Brad. Oh, you already know about R. We got a report that some R is planted around the parade route. We're currently investigating. But as you can see, we just found it, so don't worry. Oh, I'm glad the city has such a dependable police force. Brad, blabbing about R to uninvolved people. Very well, I'll excuse myself now, Tim, but you be careful. After all, your Pikachu can't use moves, right? If things get dangerous, be sure to make a run for it. So run away when you're in trouble. That got added to our, that got added to our evidence. Oh, man. Poor Pikachu. Okay, don't forget, Pikachu's really, really terrible when it comes to fighting, so, better run away. Okay, what is it, Pikachu? Well, Roger knows about R. Nothing we can do about that. Let's tell Amelia we found the 1 type of R. Yeah, we're pretty awesome detectives. Got this case like a third of the way solved. Hey, Tim, nice work on the ship earlier. Oh, Mr. Graham, I'm surprised to see you at the parade. Something going on? Oh, not at all. I just want to take a little break with everything that happened. Good thinking. Same for me. I wasn't in much of a mood to enjoy the cruise after Gino got arrested, so I stepped off and came here. I see. This guy can be so sentimental. But coming here was a good choice. If you hear something exciting's happening, and if an incident does happen, it'll be a huge scoop for our network. What? Joking, haha. Here I was feeling a little bad for him. Okay, so you might have noticed what happened there. Let's talk to Amelia. Okay, we wanted to tell her about the types of R. We can discuss the gas type of R again, but I already remember that information. It's in a balloon. It's in a balloon. Okay, so basically what happened there, Graham is here, and then the other guy, Clifford, is here. So we know that the culprit is somebody that works with GNN, and all of a sudden, all these GNN people are showing up. I think that's everyone except Hero. I don't think Hero showed up. Yeah. But yeah, a bunch of GNN people are showing up at the finale when we capture the culprit who works for GNN. What do you think about that? I don't think there's anything here. You don't? What about these balloons? Nothing here. Okay. These balloons? This balloon, yeah, it's in front of the cameras. Parade route. Yeah, okay, this balloon. Okay, right area, wrong set of balloons. Yeah, it smells ours. Okay, so we got rid of the gaseous R. We're fantastic. Only one type left. Yeah, the capsule type. Keith used it before. Yeah, Keith used it. So, judging from how he used it, there's got to be someone in the square who's throwing capsule R. Now that I think about it, wasn't there somebody people kept mentioning? People kept mentioning a suspicious character, a man with a yellow hat. Yeah, we should look for him. Pikachu, wait, that person over there. Man in a yellow hat! Wow! It did not take us long to find that culprit. He's wearing a yellow hat. Tim, we gotta capture him. He'll make a run for it if we just go after him now. This is our chance. Look, the police are here. Right, the culprit can only go down the path to the right. Brad, you go to the right-hand side, capture him from the other direction. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Good plan. And we capture the man with the yellow hat that way. So we're going to chase him to the right, directly into the path of Brad. No. Oh no. Oh no. Did the plan work? You can't get away. Give up, you fiend. Get him, Manectric. Manectric. Whew, that should be the last of the kinds of R. Yeah, I don't want to admit it, but Brad and Manectric really saved the day. Yeah, we got all 3 types of R.
We did it. We were able to find all of them.
Heh, good job for us. Tim! Oh, Inspector Holiday. Perfect timing, we just finished capturing the culprits. Good work, both of you, but I've got some bad news. Apparently, there's another thing of R. What? How do you know? I just found out during the interrogation. Keith was gloating. He told us, well, we didn't have enough time to stop him. What? Blast! Does Keith keep messing things up for us? What about Keith? Do you have anything else to say? I've told you everything he gave us about the final location of R. But we did find out some other things during the interrogation. Okay, so what about the mastermind? Keith received orders from the mastermind via letters, phone calls. Letters and phone calls? Yeah, they came quite frequently. He said he continued to receive orders even after he escaped from GNN, and in order to hide the 4th placement of R came recently. All communication came from the mastermind. Keith said he didn't know how to contact the mastermind from his end. Even Keith doesn't know who the mastermind is. Keith is just someone who'd carry out the orders he received. This mastermind's very careful, using other people so he doesn't have to get his hands dirty. He's a coward, but I have a hard time thinking it could be someone at GNN. I know, it's not an easy thing to stomach, but we've got to be prepared for anything. Hey, what if, the mastermind has somebody else who's working at GNN, What if the mastermind had multiple GNN employees? Maybe that's the case, as opposed to the person at GNN is necessarily the mastermind. We'll find out. First, we've got to stop this 4th thing of R from being released. I'm sorry, we didn't find out anything about Harry's whereabouts. I see. I guess if anyone would know, it'd be the mastermind. Okay, and Keith's motive? What was that? Well, it's simple. He got paid well, that's all he wanted. He really is a pure villain. Makes me sick. Okay, well, we're going to keep searching for the final location of R. I'm afraid I'll have to ask for your assistance, Tim. Of course. I appreciate it. Your presence is a boon to the police force. But if you feel you're in danger, I want you to immediately contact either Brad or me. I think I'll get started on this man's interrogation. Farewell, Tim. Okay. What do you think, Pikachu? I thought we found the remaining R, and now it turns out there's one more hidden. Keith sure didn't leave us. Keith sure left us with one serious parting gift, didn't he? We have to find it quickly, but where could it be? Let's see, I know we can narrow down the search a bit. Really? Right now, listen, we have to get our detective powers working. We found liquid and gaseous R at the food stalls and staircase. The culprit wouldn't hide R near those spots. So what would be a good place to hide R, which would be a big spectacle? Is it the stairs with the balloons? The stairs near the food? Or would it be that fountain area? I'm guessing it's the fountain area because there was no R hidden anywhere near there. So that's the only spot here that hasn't had R so far. Does that make sense? If the culprit's planning to get this R stuff spread out everywhere, then it makes sense that they would also spread out some R near this fountain. Tim, did you find all 3 kinds of R? Yeah, but there's one more. It's information Inspector Holliday got from Keith. Oh no. I'm going to do my best to find it. I think the final R is hidden somewhere in the square. I'll help try to figure out where. Please do, we could use your help. Alright, Tim, we need to find a final R. Give me a shout if you find a place where it might be hidden. Amelia, what do you know? Where could the R be? She doesn't know anything. Yeah, none of these characters know anything. So let's see, could it be by the station, maybe? Oh, could it be by the fountain? Or could it be over here by the giant clock tower? The clock tower. Makes sense. Tall enough. Definitely a landmark. Yeah, let's check inside. Tim! Is R in the clock tower? Yes. At least I think so. You only have 10 minutes left. We should hurry.